I think that people who make it and make it big are talented, ambitious, they're clearly able to face rejection and move forward, because everybody gets rejected at some point or another in some capacity in this business and in this line of work. But it also, no matter who you are, it does have to do to some degree with luck. And I never have forgotten that. And if anything, I would say that my trajectory has been to become increasingly humbled by it. And I never take anything that I have for granted. I love getting a New York Times book review? Absolutely. And do I love being called a master of suspense by the New York Times? Yeah, that's fantastic. I would not trade that for the world, but I also understand that could disappear tomorrow. But my first real job was waiting tables. I think that's where I became an adult, which means I probably didn't really become an adult until I was 24, but it was a wake-up call. And I'm very grateful for the time I spent as a server, because I think that it makes me an awfully good diner. I'm a very good customer as a result, but it also...
You tip well.
I do tip well, especially for good service, but I think it's also kept me humble. I think everybody should have to spend a year in the service community. It would make us all better people. I feel like I should blame my undergraduates for this because it drives me crazy, but I listen to, is it Meghan Trainor? Is there somebody called Meghan Trainor? I hate this music that I listen to, but it makes me run pretty fast. And there's something else, like all of that, like TWA, I don't know, these bands that they come on my car sometimes, because occasionally my iPhone will link up with my car, and it's like hearing music that you never want to hear except when you're running 6 to 10 miles. So I often will walk into a classroom on days when we might be workshopping a story that's weaker than another story in the same course or the same semester, and I'll walk in and I'll be worried that the student who's written the story might come away unhappy, or that the peers of that student who has written the story might be unnecessarily cruel. And almost to a day, when I have been worried in anticipation of a class, that is when I see humanity at work at its best. It's the day when I find that my students have done extra work. They've done a sort of deep dive into the story to find the gem and to be supportive and to say, okay, this story is not working for the classic reasons that we've been talking about in this semester, but did anyone check out the word usage? Or did you notice how the sentences just flowed? And no one's ever lying. They just took a little more time, because there's this real, I think, feeling, this desire to want to support and to help one another. And that's what I learned from my students. It's just such a reminder that we are in a community. How do I do it and why do I do it? And if I am at all political, it sort of comes back, it's not really political, but maybe more of an ethical statement. I don't have children and I don't want children. I've never planned to have children, but I do think it is our responsibility this is everyone's responsibility to hand something down to the next generation. And one reason that I think I am an effective teacher is because I believe that statement, and I think that being affiliated with a university and being affiliated with a public university is, it's my way of fulfilling what I think is an ethical, possibly even moral responsibility as a member of the world.